What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another video. It is your boy Jaynarc, and today we've got another rebuild. We're doing the New York Giants, New York football, and we pretty much have the Giants going 3-14 as we have in this season. And we have a dilemma here because I'm thinking, well, like, obviously we could draft a quarterback, but what if we drafted Travis Hunter? What if we went and did that? We had Drew Lock be the starting quarterback for the season. I mean, I don't even know what he did. Offense was 31st. 22 touchdowns, 24 picks. Obviously abysmal. Rushing wise, abysmal too. We're going to have Tyrone Tracy be our lead guy from now on. Malik Neighbors and Wan'Dale Robinson. I'm going to build around that team, of course. Offensive line definitely needs some help too. But we have some bread to work with. And I think we can make some moves here that could really benefit the team. It's either we get a quarterback now or we worry about Archie Manning in the next draft. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we could just draft Travis Hunter, let him play that position, let him come in on some packages, you know. Who knows what we could do with that. But we're going to sim through the playoffs here. So, obviously, like I said, I let them go 3-14. And, well, I don't know. I feel like we could just draft a quarterback, obviously, and just let it be like that. I feel like the Giants are tailored towards that. I mean, we'll see. Pro Bowl rosters, NFC, what we could see here is that if any of our guys made it, it's not likely, which is the case here. Defense, I was about to say Derek Brown, but that's not the case. Maybe Byron Burns made it, but he did, which is great to see. We could definitely work on the secondary, definitely work on getting some new options for our defense that could really help us out. But moving forward, I don't know. But 3-14 with the chance to get either Travis Hunter, Cam Ward, or Shador would be very interesting. Or just going Travis and then getting Archie Manning and just keep building on the team. You know, I don't know. Like, it depends on how it would play out. Travis Hunter going to New York and letting him drop that low. I mean, I think, you know, he's the Heisman winner. You know, he's very versatile. He's going to play corner in the league, but we could obviously throw him in on some wide receiver packages. That's actually crazy because the Eagles did win the Super Bowl against the Eagles, and Josh Allen did win MVP. That's insane. That's actually insane. So that's really kind of accurate. Wow. So we get to re-sign players. We have about 118 million. Yeah, let's see. We got 19 players ready to negotiate, see who's coming back long term. Kayvon, we're going to pick up his option, but we're going to need to see more out of him. Darius Slayton, I think we're going to let walk. Adoree Jackson, who do we else have here? He's not even asking for that much. We have a good amount of corners, so it's like, do we really need we have young corners. Do we really need Travis Hunter though? That is the real question. I think I'm going to let Adoree Jackson walk because he's only 20. He's 29. He's getting older. Azeez Ojulari, I think he's great for depth. Give him a 2-year deal. Maybe he'll stay. Okay, we get him back for another 2 years. Evan Neal, I'm not picking up your option. You were not that good. Isaiah Simmons, we already have 2 good safeties in Tyler Nubin, and yeah, it's looking slow. Jason Pinnock, though, we could maybe sign a free safety, whoever's available. Greg Dulcich, I guess we signed him. We have young tight ends. I think we could focus on getting someone else in the draft. Greg Stroman, we could let go. Drew Lock, you know, our quarterback situation isn't the best, but Tommy DeVito could be a guy we just throw in there. Maybe we could see what veterans we have. Tommy DeVito is asking for 2 years, $3.5 million. We'll do that. We'll do that as just someone as just that purpose. But he's gonna test out free agency, okay? So if he tests out free agency, that means we'll just re-sign Drew Lock. We get the ultimate backup, and we get Drew Lock back. We're going to let Tim Boyle walk, and Giants pretty much going to have money. Giants going to have money, and we're going to see who's available. If we can get a veteran quarterback, that will dictate what we're going to do with this draft. Giants fans might hate me for my thought process, but we're going to see. We're going to see. So, obviously, we have some huge needs here, and, yeah, punter is one of them. Ryan Wright, a punter, it doesn't really matter. We could just sign him. We only have a kicker and Tanner Brown. We do not have a kicker. Blake Groupie. We could sign him to a 2-year deal. All right, so we're working on special teams. Free safety is of concern, and we got people not really showing us interest. So maybe that could be a position we draft. Corner, Shaquille Griffin, Razul Douglas, all these guys are showing interest. Isaiah Jackson, Dory Jackson, Jordan Lewis, Jonathan Jones. No former safeties are there, so that's kind of sucks. Inside linebacker, we have Tyrell Dodson. We have a good crew right here. We have a good crew, so I'm not really too stressed about that. Right outside linebacker is a position that we could work on. Oh, no, never mind. We're set. We have Brian Burns, who just had a career season. So I'd rather get a guy like a scheme fit. Apparently, Devin White's a scheme fit, but maybe someone cheaper. Maybe that cheaper person could be someone we could get in the draft. Josh Uche, we can honestly sign him. We have Raheem Nunez Roches, who can kind of hold it down at that side. Nose tackle is a bit rough. I don't think we have. Oh, we have Dexter Lawrence. I'm about to say we don't have a good D tackle. Left end, Elijah Chapman, Samson Ebukam. Samson Ebukam's asking for $9 million though. That's not ideal. We got more scheme fits. We got Jermaine Illuminor and Evan Neal. We're just gonna let them rock out on that right side. Guard. Oh, we really don't have a good guard situation here. Okay, so that's a concern. Center. John Michael Schmitz Jr. Not really the best. I think we have John Runyon at the left side, I think. So, okay, so we have John Runyon, who's not too bad. Then we also have Evan Neal, who's not bad either. Jalen Moore, who could be a backup for us. I think I'd be good with Jalen Moore being there. Tight end, we could honestly draft someone. Wide receiver, we're pretty set. I like this crew of receivers we got. We can make them really pop out. And what about quarterback? Free agent quarterbacks. What do we have here? Mac Jones. Okay. So clearly nothing too crazy. They let Russell Wilson and Justin Fields walk. So if I signed Russell Wilson just for one season, just to see how he performs, just because of his prowess, would that be a smart thing for me to do? A 1-year deal. We'll give him a deal. Russell Wilson come to NY for a year. If he signs, then it'll shift around what we're doing. It'll shift around big time what we're doing. I'm actually excited to see what we do, what happens with that. But obviously, quarterback is the right deal. Okay, so let's take a look at the free agents that were signed. My signings. Okay, so we got our special teams in the backup tackle. And oh yeah, we can move on from Devin Singletary. I forgot that's a position that we don't really necessarily need. Because we want Tyrone Tracy to be number 1. And that's what he's a penalty of $11 million. Okay, so looks like he's gonna stay on the team for now, which is okay. He'll just be the backup to give Tyrone some spells. He's also injured too, so that makes our life way better. We also need a guard. That guard situation is looking pretty rough. We have a 66 at that guard, so I don't know who's available. Brandon Scherf, he's a scheme fit, but he's gonna ask for a lot for one season. But for one season to get a premier guard, maybe might not be a bad idea. Texans have interest in him, so I guess we'll just withdraw our contract. This kid Pryor is interested, and Tristan Colon is interested. Jay Cubas, a 1-year deal for Tristan Colon, maybe. Maybe he'll come join us. I don't think that's too bad. So we did end up signing Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, okay, is now a New York Giant. Wow. Okay, so we did that. And now the offensive line situation, we ended up signing Jalen Moore, so we have a backup there that I think I would like better. Guard situation, we have John Runyon. Center is a bit, iffy, but with Tristan Colon here, it'll be a bit better here. And right tackle, we'll just interchange both of these cats. I mean, still gonna need rooms of improvement here, but left end situation, we ended up not signing that guy that we wanted, so Elijah Chapman's gonna have to develop. Right end, I believe same thing there. Right end is gonna stay the same, so we tried for both of them. D tackle is just going to be Dexter Lawrence by himself. But linebackers, I really like our linebackers. I don't think it's too bad. And cornerbacks, like I said, I don't think that's too bad either. Safety is a big concern. Strong safety is too. Strong safety isn't. We got a new kicker in Blake Grupe, so he's gonna definitely be there. And then our punter Ryan Wright. So at least we shored up that. So again, it would be another situation where teams would be like, "Yo, my team did nothing during the off season." But trust and believe, trust and believe, trust and believe. Let's start drafting. Let's start this draft. I mean, we have the second pick in the draft. Ooh. Okay, so the Raiders ended up drafting Will Johnson #1. So obviously, Giants are gonna make a pick here, and Travis Hunter being here, you got to take the best player available. The quarterbacks are great options here, but we're gonna go with Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter, welcome to the New York Giants. Yep, that's right. Ranked #9 true value, drafted him at #2, and we're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna move him around, make sure that he can play all over the field. We're going to make sure we throw him in on offensive packages. He's going to have a veteran quarterback to be thrown to him. Shador actually just got drafted to the Raiders. Wow. And Cam Ward would not go in the second round, so obviously, realistically, none of this would happen, which is unfortunate. But I like where we're at still. I think we're still in a good space. Josh Connerly Jr., a tackle. You know, B to D run block, A pass block, B awareness. He looks pretty solid. I think he'd be a great pickup for the team. Shore up the offensive line. Number 32 true value. Drafted him at number 34. I think that's a very solid pick for the Giants. You know, working on that offensive line, they would move on from Evan Neal. Maybe Evan Neal might have that change like Mekhi Becton, where he moved to guard for the Eagles and literally started playing amazing. So maybe that could be a case for him. We need a safety, though. We need a safety. But again, taking best player available is never a bad idea. They got to tackle. I mean, they got to. Lineman could also be important, too. Not could, but is important. Shamar Stewart, Jasheem Davis, Ashton Galloyd from Louisville, right end. His stats don't look too bad. I honestly think we should pick him up. His stats aren't too bad. We could definitely pick him up. Ashton Galloyd. Ranked number 105 in true value. Okay, so he's going to be a developmental piece right there. But not bad. We could have went for a tight end. We could have, but I think we drafted a tight end that has potential, so I don't think we need to rush on getting that position sorted out. And, okay, so guard. We got a kid in here, Joshua Gray. Round 3 to 4 projection. B awareness, C run block, D to F pass block, though. If he can't pass block, bro, what are you going to do for my team? Like, let's be serious. What about center, though? Jonah Monheim. Day 3, A awareness, A pass block, C run block. Wait, why is he dropped so low? His footwork? All right, we're going to draft him. 4th round projection. Number 48 in true value. And rank that number 9. Bro, 4th round steal. Working on that O-line. Oh, yeah, Giants fans. Yeah, come on. We get to develop some O-line, and it won't even be a bad idea of us doing that. Come on, bro. We'll definitely be well there. We'll definitely be well. I'm thinking D tackle. No. We got Ashton Galloyd. So I guess the last position in this 5th round we could maybe get is this Justin Barron kid. He's 22 years old. I'm not really feeling that. Another safety here. Linebacker, perhaps. Inside linebacker. Kobe King from Penn State. He's a run stopper. A hit power, B block shed. I mean, he has solid zone coverage. Kobe King from Penn State. Why not? We could pick him up. Ranked number 138. True value, drafting him at number 132. Okay, that's still not bad. So we're going to let simulation handle the rest of this draft. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, shoot. I think it was better to go that route because, you know, I'm not really too fond of these quarterbacks. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But we got Travis Hunter, though. All right, we take a look at the draft recap. So Travis Hunter obviously was 78. And then Josh Connerly was 74. Ashton Galois was a 70. Joe Namani was a 73. Kobe King was 68. So again, like I said, developmental piece, and that simulation went through with just getting offensive linemen. Not bad, not bad. I want to see if we could use Travis Hunter. See if I could maybe tweak some things in the depth chart just to sub him in packages, you know, because I don't think I don't see anything wrong with doing that, you know. Morale is going up. Wide receiver. I feel like there's a way to do so, but I just don't remember. Josh Connerly. So you are going to... Maybe we can move somebody. Maybe we'll move Evan Neal. Maybe we trade him away. See what we can get out of him, because he is a former first-round pick at that tackle position. So that'd be interesting to see what we could get for him. I doubt much, obviously, but Evan Neal, he has 1 year left on his deal. He has interest. Jerome Ford in the 7th. Jacob Cowing, a 5th and 7th. Justice Hill in the 7th. Mike Hilton in the 7th. Jared Patterson, the actual center, and Treylon Burks. So we can move on from him. So it's good to see that. And Jermaine Illuminor, he has no trade packages. So he could, honestly, he could learn from Josh. But, we could also move him to guard. But then again, he'd have 1 season to kind of prove himself. And I think our guard position is kind of set, to be honest. At left guard, we have John Runyon. And then at right guard, we got Tristan Colon. I don't think we drafted a guard in this draft either. Center, Monheim, I think we're going to let him get a shot. We're going to let him get a shot, get him to start over John Michael Schmitz, see if that does anything. And then we'll put, where is Evan Neal? So Evan Neal is a 75 if he plays guard. So we'll try him out at guard. We'll try him out at guard, see how he does in pass pro when we're coming to the preseason. And yeah, let's see how he does against this game against the Titans. I mean, like I said, all of this is just an experiment. We won 37-31. Let's take a look at how that game went. Drew Lock went off. 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. Devin Singletary, okay. Blocking. Let's see. John Michael Schmitz gave up 2 sacks. Azedu gave up 1 sack. Okay. Not bad. I think 37-31 is a great win. Great way to start. And we got a game against the Raiders, who drafted Will Johnson first. We lost 20-7. Let's take a look at that. Those numbers there. See if anyone gave up any sacks. So Drew Lock ended up throwing a pick. Blocking. Any sacks given up. Andrew Thomas, Evan Neal playing that guard position. He's played the most snaps out of everyone though. So okay. Only 1 sack given up at that new position. We ended up losing to the Texans 30-31. So tough game. Russell Wilson ended up throwing a pick. Drew Lock came in the 4th and threw a touchdown as well too. 15 carries, 64 yards for our boy Tristan. And Jared Patterson gave up a sack, but doesn't look like Evan Neal struggled with pass pro. So hey, maybe we're onto something. I just realized I didn't even take a look to see how the defense did, how our boy Travis Hunter did. He probably not even in the depth chart, bro. He probably didn't even play this preseason yet. That's the funny part. He probably literally has not played. Yeah, he literally has he literally has not played because I forgot to add him into the depth chart. Madden needs to fix that. Madden really does need to fix that. But Travis did not play in the preseason. Is that concerning? Yes, but what would be all right? Yes. So how do I make Travis play more? How do I make Travis play that receiver position? I could always try to sub him in. We'll make him play cornerback number 2 opposite of Drew Phillips. Kick returner. We're not letting Travis be a kick returner. Slot receiver. I wish I could just throw him in there. What is the way that people have done it? Because obviously we only have 4 receivers as well. I wish I could just make his position just number 36. Whoa. They have him wearing number 36. He wore number 12 in college, bro. So he's going to have to be something fly. Maybe he could be number 1. Actually, no, he can't. Whoever's wearing number 12's gotta give it up. That's it. I'm sorry. He's gotta wear that number 12. But I guess maybe what we could do is just switch around when he plays. I think that could also work. I mean, we'll see. If there's any way to finesse it, I would love to be able to. There isn't any way. We would just have to glitch the game. Okay, but I mean, he won Heisman. He could do both. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, see, he can play. He can run the slot if we have him there. I feel like it would all come down to if he gets like injured or something. Then we could throw him in because it's like the same way how a quarterback could do that. So I guess it's something they got to add into the thing. So Travis Hunter's a 75 there. So we'll have him test out playing receiver. And if he could get some receptions, play well, then hey, we'll just keep him in there. Well, we got 7 players to cut, 7 players to get rid of. And we also have a good amount of corners too. So knowing that we could switch off from that is honestly great. So we're going to cut Elijah Garcia. Deontay Johnson, middle linebacker, move him to the practice squad. Timmy Horn, I don't know who he is. He could get cut. Tyon Davis, he could practice squad you. Peyton Collins, same thing with you. You could practice squad. Austin Schloyman, you did get the rough end of the stick. But it'd be a penalty getting rid of you. Logan Jones, Kingsley Jonathan. No, D-line depth is needed, so we'll put him there. D-Vod. But we need to get a. We gotta sign a D tackle. We gotta sign a D tackle for him. Ooh, maybe we could steal Carl Brooks from the Packers practice squad. I think we'll do that. We'll steal him from their practice squad, so now we can kind of have that depth at that, just to have someone to back up, you know, Sexy Dexy when he has to take a break. I think that's fair. I think that's very fair to say the least. I mean, yeah, let's keep it like that. Let's keep it like that. We like our guys. I like what we have going on here. Worst comes to worst, we'll just keep moving people around. It just depends on if our corners are getting beat, stuff like that. So I think all of that makes sense. We have a good week 1 against the Dallas Cowboys. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but I think we could get like 7 wins. I'm put that goal as getting 7 wins. Let's put that as a goal. And let me make sure that Travis is wearing his number 1 or number 12. Yeah, number 12. So whoever's wearing number 12, I hope you're not a starter. Devin Singleton. Kayvon's injured. Great. Oh, our punter's wearing number 12. Yeah, you're going to have to wear like 36 or something. We're going to have to make him wear like 36 because Travis going to need that number, my boy. Or you can wear 14. You can wear 14, but my boy Travis is going to wear that number 12. So he has hidden depth for both. So we got to make sure that it works properly. So, but Travis going on the Giants looks so weird. Looks so weird, but he's done it. And let's sim past this game. I'm hoping for a dub. We end up losing 17-13. Okay, close game. Close game. Russell Wilson, 17 for 25, no touchdown, no pick. Didn't get sacked either. Russell Wilson also had a rushing touchdown. 14 carries, 33 yards for Tyrone Tracy, so not the best. Travis Hunter only had 1 catch for 9 yards. Malik Neighbors, 4 catches, 63 yards. All right, nothing too crazy on that side of things. No sacks given up by the team. Defense, oh, shoot, we had people going off. 2 sacks from Ojulari, 1 from Elijah Chapman, half sack from Brian Burns, half sack from Dane Belton. Okay. Interesting start. Interesting start. Travis only had 1 catch for 9 yards. Okay. We got a game against the Commanders, then the Eagles. Oh, we got just the NFC East just back to back, bro. This is rough. We ended up beating the Commanders though, 27-24. That is a good win. The stats show that Russell Wilson threw 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, did not get sacked. Jaden Daniels threw a pick. Tyrone Tracy, 20 carries, 48 yards, 1 touchdown. We need to get more out of our running backs for sure. Jaden Daniels also had a rushing touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 4 catches, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns. So he went off. A former Giant went off too. Travis Hunter, I guess, just did not get a reception. No sacks given up, though. That's another game with no sacks given up. And interceptions. Tyler Newman got a pick. Marshawn Lattimore, Mike Sainristil still. So they have Jalen Hyatt, dude. They're getting Jalen Hyatt just torched their defense just to win a game. And we got the Eagles, who are also 1-1 with it, who just came off a Super Bowl win. So obviously this is gonna be a tough one. And we ended up losing 34-21. Let's take a look here. So we ended up putting up 21 points. Russell Wilson, another 2 touchdown, 2 pick performance. Jalen Hurts didn't really play that much better. He also got sacked for the first time this season. Saquon Barkley went off, clearly. Jalen Hyatt, again, turning up, 6 catches, 117 yards, and a touchdown. And Travis Hunter's not getting love. He's not getting love at all. Jordan Malaita gave up a sack. Cooper DeJean had a pick. I'm like, what do I do? Like, I gotta check the depth chart because Jalen Hyatt's like turning up all of a sudden. I'd rather not have Travis be the 4th wide receiver if Jalen Hyatt's gonna do his thing. Like, look, Jalen Hyatt's like literally below on the depth chart, but he's just having a phenomenal like start to the season. So it's like, am I better off just having Travis back at corner? Put Travis back at corner with this crew? I mean, honestly, yeah. We'll do that. It's nice knowing that we can be flexible with Travis. So with that being said, we'll move Travis back to corner, where he did say IRL that he's going to play corner in the draft or in the combine. So, which is great because he could get used for those packages instead of the other way around. You know, so, and I think he's pretty locked down. With great hands ability, of course. So we're gonna let Travis play that that cornerback position. See what happens with that. See if the defense gets kind of revamped. And then Jalen Hyatt, you know, I forgot he was kind of on the team, so he could kind of like do his thing, develop well, because he's just blowing up clearly. And yeah, so we could sign another wide receiver and a tight end. I think that could work. James Conner's a free agent. Did not know that. So a receiver we could sign would be someone who could kind of like be a deep threat, another deep threat like MVS. MVS could be perfect for our team. Sign MVS, sign another tight end, so we have that depth, because I was noticing that we don't have that. So Jeremy Ruckert as well too. So young tight ends, you know, it doesn't hurt to have that. So we sign those 2 guys, and then we're gonna have to move on from 2 players, obviously. But whoever they are, it's no hard feelings. Josh Uzedu, you're a bench tackle. We can save about $1 million, but he's kind of young now, so I'd rather cut the center here because we have Jonah Monheim, and then I wish we could put these guys in practice squad. He's young though. Josh Uzedu wasn't bad, but we'll cut on this tackle as well too. So moving on from players is always hard. It's always hard, especially depth players, but it's the best way we could do at the moment. And yeah, that's the best we could do. And so now we can put MVS here. He'd be wide receiver number 5. Yep. Tight end Theo Johnson could be there. Jeremy Ruckert could be here as well. Left tackle Andrew Thomas. Guard John Runyon. Jonah Monheim starting. He hasn't given up a sack. We have Evan Neal still starting at that guard position. He's honestly been playing really well. Jermaine Illuminor hasn't been playing bad, but we'll give Connerly a start, see what happens there. Elijah Chapman's upgrading well. Right end. Oh, I forgot we drafted this kid, Galoy. Ashton Galoy. I forgot all about him. Why not give him some PT? Why not start him, right? Like, that makes sense. Ashton Galoy from Louisville. Yeah, that's on me for tweaking and forgetting about that. And front 7 is looking pretty stout. Travis is at that number 2. He's number 2 on the list right here. Anthony Johnson is going to be our safety that gets exploited. But, hey, I think we'll be just fine. We got the Cowboys who are 3-0. If we could win this game, we have a tough schedule. This is a gauntlet, bro. Back-to-back NFC East opponents, then the Lions, then the Chiefs, then the Eagles. Like, what is this schedule, bro? Like, how could they do this to us? We ended up losing this game as well, too. We ended up losing 28-35. So Russell Wilson's giving us a chance. He threw 3 touchdowns, no picks, got sacked twice, 78 completion percentage. Dak Prescott, you know, it's Dak Prescott. Tyrone Tracy only has 15 carries, 39 yards, 1 touchdown. Bro, he needs to do a better job of running the ball, honestly, because that's not good. Malik Neighbors, 7 catches. Jalen Hyatt, again, 7 catches, 60 yards, 2 touchdowns. I have to keep starting him. I have to. Wando Robinson playing well, too. Evan Neal gave up his first sack. Andrew Thomas gave up a sack. But it's still not bad, though. It's still not bad. Anthony Johnson Jr. actually ended up getting a pick. And let's see. Travis Hunter had 3 tackles, 1 deflection. Okay. Okay. Micah McFadden had a sack. Okay, so guys are making plays. Guys are making plays. Into the middle of the season, we're actually 1-6. So it looks like the season is going downhill, unfortunately. But we can take a look at our numbers and see what's going on here. Russell Wilson has 11 touchdowns, 9 picks. He got sacked only 8 times. Tyrone Tracy is only averaging 44 yards a game, which is a big problem to me. But Jalen Hyatt's our lead receiver, 518 yards. So Jalen Hyatt is our guy. And Evan Neal's only given up 1 sack playing that guard position. So Andrew Thomas, obviously, he's going up against the best players. He's going to give up a good amount, but not bad. Interceptions. Travis Hunter ends up getting his first pick. I don't know which game that was, but it looks like he's better off playing that end. And all right, so we have an interesting season. I mean, try to go with having Russell Wilson being our guy just for the season to see how that plays out, but doesn't look like that's the case. I like to re-sign Wandale. I think he'd be great for our team, and we get him back, which is phenomenal. Cordell Flott, slot receiver. We have a good crew of corners here. We got a good crew of corners. Micah McFadden, I think long term would be great for our team. They just keep saying, even though I wasn't looking to return, this offer's getting tempting. And I don't think I'll move on from Evan Neal. I think I'll let him play out, and if he plays well, we'll sign him. So let's send him to the playoffs. So we ended up going 5-12. We did winning the last game of the season. So Mahomes had 52 touchdowns. All right, bro. Russell Wilson, 22 touchdowns, 23 picks. Got sacked 18 times. So Russell Wilson, thank you for your services. Tyrone Tracy did not eclipse 1,000 yards, but had 849 yards for a season as starter. Malik Neighbors had 1 touchdown, 1,100 yards. But Jalen Hyatt had an insane season, 1,100 yards and 17 touchdowns. Wando Robinson, 65 catches, 677 yards and 2 touchdowns. So just amazing on their end. Evan Neal only gave up 1 sack, and he played guard that whole season. Jonah Monheim only gave up 1 sack as well. Tristan Colon seemed to have played some games too. Evan Neal, obviously, for some reason, they moved him from being our guy. Like, that's great. They just changed up what I was doing. Like, thank you, simulation. Maybe guys got injured. Who knows? But, oh, we didn't even take a look at the stats on our defense, our defensive guys. So, what happened here on defense? Let's see. So, 9 sacks from Dexter Lawrence, 6.5 from Kayvon, 6 from Brian Burns, 4 from Micah McFadden. Interceptions. Travis Hunter led the team with 3 picks, 51 yards, 4 deflections, 2 tackle for losses, and no touchdowns. He played 14 games, so hey, he played really well, really well. Yeah, so we have no one on defense. Jalen Hyatt, who just blew up out of nowhere, so that's perfect timing, right? So Super Bowl, I guess, will be the Packers and the Ravens. Let's take a look at that. Mahomes wins MVP, so that's how this season went. And we have about $76 million to work with. I mean, we still have a couple guys to sign still. Yeah, I mean, I hope I hope that we could get some of these guys back. I mean, Mike McFadden. I mean, our defense is ranked 6th, so really stout defense. Yeah, so we have $116 million, and Mahomes wins MVP. Packers end up winning the Super Bowl. Aiden Hutchinson wins Defensive Player of the Year. Quinshon Judkins wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. Michael Williams wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. So very interesting how that turned out. And now we get to re-sign players of about $116 million. So Evan Neal, I don't know what to do with him. I don't know what to do with him. I don't know what to do with him, for real. Cordell Flott. Deontay Banks will pick up his 5th-year option, but we'll need him to do more. Micah McFadden, I think, could be our guy long-term. We also have Kobe King here, so if you want to be our guy long-term, he's going to test out free agency. So we're going to need a new inside linebacker. Evan Neal went up to 76. He's going to ask for 16 mil over 2 years. I don't think that warrants enough bread for us. Give a 4-year deal to Dan Bellinger. He wants to come back, which is great. And Carl Brooks didn't really do much. And you're asking for $14 million is insane. Dane Belton, backup safety. You're going to test free agency as well. We got a lot of guys that are about to test free agency from the looks of it. So Jeremy Ruckert, we get a solid trio of tight ends, which I'm happy with. Cordell Flott, though, I don't know what to do. We have Travis Hunter, Drew Phillips, and Deontay Banks. And he's 25 as well, too. Unless we trade, we have just 4 good corners, which makes it, so difficult. But if I give him a little bit more money and he doesn't accept, he's just not interested, that's fine. We can move on because we can't pay all these guys. So James Cook has interest in joining us. He would obviously be a great 1,000-yard rusher for us, but that's not really my biggest concern here. Our biggest concern is making sure we got an offensive line that is capable of handling business. I mean, guard position, we got Cordell Volson here. You know, we can maybe move some pieces around. Right guard, Brandon Scherf, again, is still here. Sean Ryan, a former Packer. We can honestly throw him in that guard position and have him compete with Tristan Colon to be that starter. What I want to see for, this Sean Ryan guy is how well he played. So if I withdraw the offer, check his player card, see how many sacks he has given up, that will help us out. So did he play? We don't know, because apparently he gave up no sacks. So I don't know if that's a good valid thing, but he's a scheme fit. Give him a 1-year deal, get a more solid guard there, and I think we got to focus on our D line. Elijah Chapman has upgraded nicely, which is something I could pride myself on, for letting him be our starter. But the rest of the D-line, we could get a guy like Malcolm Roach, but $8 million for a guy who's just going to be a backup isn't really ideal. Ashton Galoit really didn't do much, and Grady Jarrett would love to join our team, but actually, if we're a 3-4 defense, right, maybe he's not really a scheme fit, because I think we're a 4-3 actually. We're probably a 4-3, so it's not really going to work out in our favor. But inside linebacker, we have just Bobby Okereke and Kobe King. And so Nakobe Dean is here. He's already has a Super Bowl championship. So maybe Divine Diablo, he has interest. Maybe he wants to prove himself. So maybe we could sign him. He could learn from Bobby. I think that's a fair little assessment. Corners, we don't really need to re-up at that position. Ronnie Hickman's free safety. He would love to join us. He knows we have that gap here. He's only 24 years old. We'll give him a 3-year deal, so that's going to be our blockbuster signing. But the real kicker here, we have some strong safeties who have interest in joining us. And it doesn't hurt to always have good safeties. So Jordan Whitehead. We also have Josh Metellus. We also have Darnell Savage. All interested in joining us. And I like to have a guy who could play that backup position. So if we gave Jordan Whitehead a deal, him and Tyler Nubin would be a great tandem to have. Our kicking situation, I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, we still have Brian Wright, who's a 79 now. And then at kicker, we just have we have Blake Grupe, who's 77. And I think, what do we have going on at quarterback? Do we still have Drew Lock? Oh, so Russell Wilson ended up retiring. So it looks like we're going to have to go for QB. We just have Drew Lock. So, all right, this is what we're working with. I'm interested to see what we can do, actually. It's looking pretty scarce in the availability of our guys. So we signed a couple guys. Let's see what my signings. So we got Hickman, we got Whitehead, Diablo, and the guards. So that's awesome. So we signed all those players. We can honestly maybe sign another quarterback. Why would they sign James Cook if they have Quinn Ewers? Makes zero sense. Kenny Pickett and Zach Wilson would be a terrible combo to have. Yeah, so we're gonna let that quarterback situation just let it stay the same way. I think that's our best bet. Maybe we can make some trades. We haven't really made any crazy trades, so maybe we can see what's around, who's available, you know. So Dexter Lawrence, Andrew Thomas is our cornerstone guys. All these guys are our guys for the long run. Bobby Okereke. So how much will we lose on him? Because he's a $12 million cap it. He's already 30 years old. I know I play the age game a lot when it comes to these players, but I think it's important to note that like declines do happen. You're playing a very important position at that inside linebacker position. So Bobby Okereke, let's see what we can do if we move on from you. Not because you play bad, but just because we need to see what's available out there. You're already taking a lot, and we got John Runyon, who's also taking a lot as well too. $9 million for a guy who's 29 years old. Yeah, I play the age game a lot, so I can move on from him. Tyler Warren, they're willing to give me a rookie tight end. That's crazy. Isaiah Foskey, a 6th and a 7th. Khalil Herbert, a 4th and a 7th. See, now, this wouldn't be a bad option just because we can clear some caps. So that's something to think about. But Bobby Okereke, I want to see what we could get for you. Austin Booker, a 5th and a 7th. Damian Martinez in a 7th. Quentin Johnson in a 5th. Jonathan Brooks, a 6th and a 7th. Will Hernandez, Jamian Sherwood. Jerome Baker, who's 29. There's a Jamian Sherwood is 26, a 5th, a 7th, and a 7th. Not only does that clear us up some space, but they got Jonathan Brooks here. Honestly, I like this Jamian Sherwood deal. We get some picks out of it. Then we also get an inside linebacker that helps us out too. And our running back situation, we just have Tyrone Tracy and Devin Singletary. But trading for Jonathan Brooks, I don't think that's a bad idea. I don't think that's a bad idea whatsoever. They have Ollie Gordon, Roshan Johnson, and DeAndre Swift. Ollie Gordon, what are you going for there? Got no trade packages for him, all right? Chase Brown, Khalil Herbert, Ray Davis is the only guy here. Javonte Williams, Bucky Irving, Cam Scatabo is actually on the Buccaneers. All right, did not expect that. Jalen Warren, Trey Benson, J.K. Dobbins, Nicholas Singleton. I don't know if I'd be they signed Ashton Jainty, or they drafted him. All right, that's crazy. What if I try to trade for him? No trade packages available. Why did you guys draft him? Devin Neal is there. Mario Hampton. Wow. So these running back crews are freaking stacked, dude. They are stacked all over the place. And obviously the Niners have a crazy crew as well, too. And same thing with them. Even the Packers now, too. So Chuba and Jonathan Brooks. I'd be willing to try Jonathan Brooks out just because. Oh, I'm not trading Jalen Hyatt. I'm definitely not trading Jalen Hyatt. 2 thirds and a 7th is crazy. I would just do literally a pick straight up. Just one straight up pick. A 5th rounder. If not, I'll just draft somebody. Yeah, nah, that's not worth it. That's not worth it. I know he'll probably fit the scheme, but that's not worth it in my books. All right, so we have the 6th pick in the draft. Raiders got the first pick yet again, so it's like, what are you guys doing, honestly? Like, seriously, what are you guys doing? But in terms of who's available, they got Archie Manning here, who's surprisingly a round 3 to 4 projection, and he's projected to go in the 2nd round. So, but his numbers are not bad, so I want to go with him. I hope we get him. I'm going to do everything I can to draft him. Having the 6th pick in the draft. The quarterbacks they have in this class are pretty interesting. But besides that, though, I mean, I don't really see us needing anything else. Centers aren't that good. Guard, Birchmeyer from there. Damon Wilson from Georgia. Left end, Mateo Ugalele from Oregon. D tackle, Jordan Hall from Georgia would be insane to have. Inside linebacker, we could also get like Arvell Reese or something. But I'm honestly feeling pretty confident with our team. I don't really see us needing anything else. So hopefully the quarterbacks are available. So the first pick, Jordan Hall went to the Raiders. Then left us linebacker Anthony Hill to the Browns. Tackle Francis Mago to the Bears. Mateo Ugalele to the Dolphins. Left end Ruben Bain. So now if our pick here. So we could honestly move back. We don't even have to draft we don't even have to draft too early if we don't want to. So that's also another thing. So let's see what offers are given to us. If we move back to the 22nd is a bit much. Move back to the 20th. Move back to the 17th. We get a second of next year, an extra 6 and a 7th. We get a second of in 2 years, as a matter of fact. We get the 30th pick. 2026 first. We get a 4th, 6th, and a 7th. Just to move back 7 spots. Or we could reach for Archie Manning. Realistically, I think Archie Manning, let me not make a bold claim, but I think Archie Manning would have a way better projection than where he's at now. But at the same time, who knows how that will play out. 2 first-round picks does not sound like a bad idea, but I don't want to miss out on the QB. So, but I'll take the risk if anything. We'll take the risk, and if worst comes to worst, we'll trade for Arch. So we'll move back. And hopefully he's still sitting there, because that would suck if he isn't. I'm not even gonna look. I'm not even gonna bother looking. I would throw the world at him just in case he's still not there. But quarterbacks, he is still sitting there. Thank God. So all these guys are still sitting here. Again, I could always move back. We could get a safety, Vickers, from Oklahoma. We don't need that, though. Don't need any of these positions. So our biggest concern here is getting that quarterback. And honestly, Archie Manning, welcome to the Giants. You are now continuing in your uncle's footsteps. And, yeah, Archie Manning is our quarterback. We did that. Eagles ended up getting Zachariah Branch, too. So we just made the Eagles kind of stacked. But honestly, that's cool. That's all good. That's all love. It's all love. They got a running back here, C.J. Baxter from Texas, who's still available. They also have Justin Haynes from Alabama. So honestly, any one of these guys would be solid. But I'll go C.J. Baxter. I think C.J. Baxter will be great. He'll get on this team. Yeah, I think drafting him second round would be great to combat with. Great number 7 in true value. Okay. That'd be great to spell Tyrone Tracy, because he didn't really do too well this past season. So, and with our 3rd round pick, we could continue vamping up defense. We got a tight end here, Nicholas Harbor. We don't really need that. Cornerback, just because we did lose someone, could be an ideal one, but front 7, again, we could keep working on that. But D tackle as well, Jerome McCree from Oklahoma State, day 3 projection. His stats don't look bad at all. C blocks at A, finesse move, C power move, C tackling is really solid. I'm gonna end up drafting him. Number 70 true value, drafted him at number 70. That's perfect. I'm gonna let simulation handle the rest of the draft, but we ended up getting our future quarterback while getting a first for next year, so I'll gladly take that. So Arch came out to be a 70 overall, so definitely gonna have to develop him. C.J. Baxter, running back, was a 76. D tackle Jerome McCree was 71. We got a safety, linebacker, right outside linebacker. We got mad depth. We want to get mad depth, and that's cool with me. That's cool with me. And I'd rather have depth over anything else, right? And we got Arch, who's we're gonna have to develop. We're gonna have to develop him. It's gonna be definitely a tough one, but we have Drew Lock here, so maybe they could change out. See how that goes. C.J. Baxter is now here. I like what we got here for our running backs. I think they're gonna play well. Receivers, Jalen Hyatt. I love that he blossomed that year, so we're gonna keep him at it. Landry Booth, another guy here as well too, who we're just gonna let these guys all play out. Hopefully they can put up numbers. This preseason is gonna be really important. Tight ends were set there. Andrew Thomas, John Runyon, Jonah Monheim, Sean Ryan, the new guy, and then Josh Connerly. We got another guy we drafted pretty high up. Right end, Ashton Galoit. D tackles a bit much, but we ended up drafting this kid from I don't even know what college, from Oklahoma State, so he'll be Dexter Lawrence's little protege. Z's is still injured. Damn. Z's is injured, but we have a good rotation at the outside linebackers. Middle linebackers, we got some new guys, so this will be interesting to see how it pans out. But Harry Borden, we'll put him there. Brian Burns, and then Damone Clark we also have. So then on top of that, we have this kid named Peterson and Clemens that they drafted. So something to keep in mind. Cornerbacks, we got Travis Hunter, Drew Phillips, a good amount of guys here for sure. Ronnie Hickman, I'm very glad with that pick. I think he'll help us out again, like I said. And the strong safety situation we're kind of set there. So this should be a good season. This should be a great season at that, because we're about to have some guys just cause some havoc. You know, quarterback situation is going to be a little bit of a concern, but I have faith that we're going to do really well. And we also drafted C.J. Baxter, who could hopefully, you know, make things shake for our team. So, yeah, this preseason, it's going to be great. Let's sim past this week and see how they do against the Bills. I'm not expecting too much, but okay, 20-17 loss. 20-17 loss. 20-17 loss. Archie Manning, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. 19 for 36. He played the whole entire. So that was his first game. So not bad. He got sacked 5 times though. Drew Lock, 40 passer rating. Did not do much. He was 1 for 5. Okay, Drew Lock. All right. Like what do you mean? What do you mean that's how you performed? Joey Hobart, really solid. Okay. Blocking, any sacks given up. Kubas, Collins, Jalen Moore. Damn. So the backups just got obliterated. Princely Human. Oh my gosh. KT though had a pretty good start to the season. All right. So from the looks of it, Drew Lock looks like he does not want to be on this team. We need an actual veteran. We need an actual veteran quarterback. Hopefully there's one available. Geno Smith. All right, we're cooked. We are cooked. All right, so we got the Ravens here. See how that plays out. It's going to be rough for us here if this is the case. But we ended up losing 27-9. All right, 27-9. Drew Lock played worse than Archie Manning still. 6 for 14 compared to 9 for 17. You know, that this is so weird. That's so weird. We ended up losing our last preseason game, 24-20, and Mahomes had 10 touchdowns in the preseason, bro. Like, give it a break, bro. We went 0-3 in preseason. Shador, 2 touchdowns, went off. Mac Jones also being there. Archie Manning, 10 for 20, 50%. Drew Lock. These guys didn't really solidify who's going to be the guy moving forward, so I think that leaves us in a tough position. But again, it's the first season with a young QB. Arch Manning continuing the Manning legacy, and we have some work to do, quite some work to do. But we have some players to move first and foremost from. And Leon Clements moved to the practice squad. Deontay Johnson, we could cut you. Jake Witt, didn't even know you were on the team. You could go. Tyon Davis, same thing. He could go. Peyton Collins, practice squad him. We got Logan Jones, 3rd center on the depth chart, practice squad him. Devad Wilson, I'll just cut you. Darius Musasu, you've always been on the team. So Joey Hobart's a 5th receiver, so we'll keep him. Damian Shaney, practice squad you. Anthony Johnson, you were a starter last season, so we'll keep you around. Timmy Peterson, practice squad him. We got 4 more players to move on from. Apparently Kevin Thurman is a captain for being 21 years old. I don't know who you are, but being a captain is crazy, my guy. But you're 21, so I'll move you to the practice squad. Nick Jones is a cornerback, and Art Green is here too. I'd rather take Art Green because he is faster. So Nick Jones, I'll leave you alone and move you out of here. D. Williams will practice squad him. And then Eric Gray, who's the 4th running back on the team. I forgot he's even on the team. We're going to cut him and let him be able to go somewhere else. But week 1 is against the Texans. Honestly, Arch Manning didn't play well. Neither did Drew Lock. But what I'll do is start Archie. We'll start Archie Manning. I know it's a very, very interesting decision to do so, but I think it's the best bet that we can do for this team. I mean, Giants are long overdue for having a young quarterback that they want to root for. That isn't what's his name, Daniel Jones. So, offensive line, I don't know why they don't give our guys some blessings, but we're gonna change our offensive schemas. Arch Manning is a scrambler at best, and they're trying to make him a field general. And that's not what we want him to do. We want him to tailor towards his scheme, tailor towards what works for him. So we want our scrambling quarterback to do just that. We'll just run a spread offense, change the offensive playbook into more of a spread kind of theme. And maybe, just maybe, that could help out this team. I hope that that's the smart thing to do. Spread, just running a spread offense, you know. And we're just gonna try to steal a playbook from some teams. Somebody's got to be running a spread. Everyone's just running a zone run West Coast scheme, but like, is there any successful spread offenses in the league? We got Bills playbook. Bills playbook wouldn't be a bad idea to kind of run with. Or the Chargers, who have that. Shane Steichen's playbook, Dallas McCarthy's. Mike McDaniel, a lot of plays from a shotgun. You know, honestly, we'll go with Mike McDaniel's. A lot of plays from shotgun. I like that idea. This 3-4 storm defense is interesting. And what we're going to do, we're actually going to drop into the field. We're actually going to drop into the field and see what our boys can do. So we got a big first quarter drive with our boy. And we changed the playbook around. Who's this? Oh, I guess they have Archie Manning being black. Either way, Archie Manning, y'all know what it is. And he's repping the number 11. Okay.
Bruh.
Wow. And he can't even throw. He can't even throw. We might be built to lose right now. We might be built to lose. Let's see.
Bruh.
Yo, golly. Oh my goodness. I expected just some greatness, but we are getting sunned already. First drive, first everything. And just 3. Okay. Well, that drive is done with. What a waste. See the defense to get another stop. Looks like interceptions were balls dropped. We got a safety. Offense goes down the field. Can they do something? They actually end up scoring. We're actually down by 1 point. We're down by 8 points. Looks like defense might give up another one. Oh, so we got it. Okay. End zone situation here. All right. We're battling against the Texans. Tyrone Tracy. Oh, we had a gap too. Tyrone Tracy only has 9 carries, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Get over here!
No, I tried to throw the ball away, bro. Oh my gosh. Taking a sack that far, bro, that just killed the whole drive, bro. And we couldn't even get out of bounds, bro. We could not even get out of bounds. All right. We need greatness to happen here. Oh. Yeah. Double coverage getting cracked. And that's how... Yo, Giants suck, bro. This is terrible. This is legit terrible. At least Arch threw a touchdown pass, right? But what was that? And he threw a pick, too. Running back situation non-existent. I don't know why simulation just did that to us. They like basically told us, yeah, you're gonna take a mean L, bro. Cause what? But that was game 1. Colts have an 88 overall defense. I don't even want to play and see what happens here. We're just gonna let simulation do it. We ended up winning 18-13. All right, bro. JJ McCarthy and Trevor Lawrence both have 7 touchdowns. Okay. Okay, so AR threw a pick. Archie Manning did not throw a touchdown or a pick. He got sacked twice. Tyrone Tracy, 15 carries, 47 yards, 1 touchdown. I might have to start Baxter. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to. Josh Downs killed us. Braden Smith gave up a sack, so that means that. Oh damn. Colts had 2 players, Thor Griffith and Lai too. Ronnie Hickman had a pick. Honestly, to make life easier, I think I'm gonna end up benching Tyrone Tracy. He just one new injury. Who's it? Who's the injury? Jordan Whitehead. Okay, so some backups got injured, so that's great. That adds great to what we're trying to do, obviously. So great. And running back, at least I'm gonna start Baxter over Tracy because you're not doing much. You're not doing much. You have 86 speed. You're just there. And Travis Hunter, I feel like you're not getting enough targets, so we're gonna put you to be number one, and do something about it. Be great. Like we got the Commanders who are 2-0. Let's see how we do. Let's see how we fare against them. We end up losing 26-14. Okay, so 2 possession loss. Arch 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 1 sack. Jaden Nails got sacked 3 times. 52 completion percentage. CJ Baxter 6 carries, 25 yards. So rushing is non-existent. Malik Neighbors got a catch though. He did something. Interceptions. Drew Phillips got 1. So moving his position kind of helped out. We got some sacks too on the defensive side of things. Blocking. Anyone gave up sacks? Monheim gave up his first sack. I don't even think he gave up a sack last year. So what we're gonna do now? We're gonna sim to the end of the season and see how we do. I know we'll go to the middle of the season and check it out from there and see if we got to make some adjustments. So we're 2-5. We just keep taking L's. Offense is 32nd. Arch Manning has 8 touchdowns, 11 picks. Rushing is looking terrible. Okay, so 6.5 sacks from Dexter Lawrence. So we might have failed with our quarterback selection. We might have failed, but we can't give up hope. So what I'm gonna do, sign a veteran quarterback to handle the rest of the season for us, like Geno Smith, and call a spade and bench. Or honestly, we're just gonna let him. If the Giants lose this game against the Rams, then we'll move on. What we're gonna do? We're gonna cut Chisholm. If Arch Manning loses this game against the Rams, then we'll move on. Bye week, make that transition. We start that new QB, and then focus on next season because we end up losing just by 6 too. That's a rough game to lose, just by 6. We lost 0-31 to the Seahawks. Holy moly. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick for Matt Stafford. But Archie Manning had 1 touchdown, did not throw a pick. Okay, so he decides to show up. Like, he decides to show up now, right? Okay, so we'll just have to keep at it. And go from there. So we end up going 6-11. Garbage. Oh my gosh, Archie Manning is doing what his dad or his uncle did. 13 touchdowns, 24 picks in his first season. Ay. Wow. Connerly gave up 11 sacks. Monheim gave up 2, so our interior did fine. Just Connerly gave up a lot. We got a lot of tackle for losses though. 9.5 sacks from KT, 9 from Dexter Lawrence, 6 from Brian Burns. But we need to make playoffs. We got to do something here. Travis Hunter only had 1 pick, so we're gonna fire our offensive coach, move on from stuff. But we need a change. We need a change here. We need a change. Todd Walters, I'm sorry, you got to go. And I feel like defense did their thing. OC, we're looking for a spread offense, something that fits, something that works. We're tired of the failures. We're tired of it. Marvin Fowler, you're a quarterback guru, so let's make something happen. Our offensive and defensive schemes are just not working, and we need that. Well, that's what we really need. So, Sexy Dexy makes the Pro Bowl. So does KT. Love to see it. And no one else really made the Pro Bowl. So Giants fans, I feel like I'm letting y'all down. But Madden's not giving them a chance. Madden's not giving this team a chance, you know. And we're gonna have to change something up. We're gonna definitely have to change something up. We already fired staff, and we need the offense to do well. We need the offense to do its thing. I don't want to treat Archie Manning like another Zach Wilson situation where you sign a veteran quarterback and let him take over, kind of learn. But 13 touchdowns and 24 interceptions is a bit rough. So what I think we're going to do here, wow, Mike Evans retired. And he went to the Saints too? That's crazy. Josh Allen wins MVP again and finally wins a Super Bowl, so he does everything needed. Jordan Hall wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. I wish we drafted him. We didn't even have that pick. But we do have 2 first-round picks, so I feel like this upcoming season could literally be the game changer for us. So we're picking up the 5th-year option on Malik Neighbors. KT wants to re-sign with us. He has full interest. We're going to give you a 4-year deal. You're our guy. Welcome back. You guys are just cornerstones. Elijah Chapman, you've played well, I guess, because you're now a star. You want to test free agency? No way. Franchise tag will be $34 million. Aziz wants to come back. If I give you a 2-year deal, bet. So honestly, our front 7 has always looked solid. John Runyon wants a 1-year deal for $6 million. Honestly, I'll give you 2 years. You were solid too. You didn't give up no sacks. Jamie and Sherwood, I'll let you go. You didn't really do much. Trey Hawkins though is someone I'll definitely keep long term. We give him a 3-year deal. We got lots of guys to give deals to. Sean Ryan, you did really well in your first season with us, so I'm gonna give you a 2-year deal. Drew Lock, $12 million for 2 years is crazy, but John Michael Schmitz, give you a 3-year deal. I like you being the backup to Jonah. You'll just get paid to be a backup. Well, what a life. Tristan Colon, you want a 1-year deal? I'll give you a 2-year deal. You're not even asking me for much, so that's great too. Jalen Moore, another guy. He's 29 years old. If I give him a 1-year deal to be a backup, that's great. He comes back, so we shore up that. I forgot about Jalen Hyatt. Jalen Hyatt, bro, you've been great your first couple years. So if I give you a 3-year deal, come back. Yes, he does. So I like our receiver core. I really do. Jake Kubas, you've just been there, just on a nice little contract, and he wants to go. So looks like we lose out on him. And Anthony Johnson, not really interested. Blake Rupee, I think you deserve to come back on a 3-year deal. And I don't think Blake Rupee's played bad either. So, and then Ryan Wright, again, another solid person. Please come back on this deal. Amazing. So we made our money work. I want Elijah Chapman back, but I think it might be better if we just get someone that's more, fits the scheme, actually be a game wrecker. Aiden Hutchinson has interest in joining us. Wow, we have so many teams that are interested in joining us. At left end, to get Aiden Hutchinson would be insane. I'm going to make an offer for him. We're going to make an offer for Aiden Hutchinson. I mean, he wants to join us. He has interest. I mean, why not? Zay Flowers has interest in joining us too. I mean, I don't know why they would join us, but that's fine with me. Will Levy has interest. I mean, I'm not going to pay you a bag, though. And you're asking for a bag. I'm sorry, my guy. Cannot do that. Cannot do that. I want a veteran on the team. Maybe Gardner Minshew. 1-year deal. And Archie's up to 76 now. That's kind of nice. And we'll sign a fullback. Why not? Even though that's not even a big need, but we'll sign a fullback just because. But if we could sign Aiden Hutchinson, that might vamp up our defense tremendously. The Patriots really want him, so we're going to have to give an insane deal. A very player-friendly deal that hopefully puts us at number 1. Okay, we're neck and neck with the Patriots. I'm going to have to withdraw this offer and give a crazy deal, bro. When I say crazy, like, he's about to get paid bread. Hopefully you choose us over the Patriots. If not, we can maybe go for Rashawn. Nah. We're gonna go for him. To pair up, to have that kind of defensive line situation, bro, you don't understand how crazy that is. So honestly, I'm willing to give a bag. I'm willing to give a bag for him. It makes sense. It's still Vita Vea is a free agent as well too. Wow. Yeah, it's smart to give up a bag. I don't care. And we have 2 first-round picks. Worst comes to worst, we can make something happen. I mean, shoot. That is just wow. Kyle Hamilton's a free agent as well. Like, come on, dude. I wish I had more bread. I wish I did, but let's see if we can make this big transaction, dude. That's crazy if we could get him. Aiden Hutchinson leaving the Lions for the Giants, who haven't made the playoffs since he's been in the league, is kind of crazy. But I think we got it. I think Aiden Hutchinson takes his talents to the New York Giants, and we ended up getting him and Gardner Minshew. Wow. We ended up signing the best available player on the market. Giants fans, I'm doing what I can, man. I'm doing what I can. Let's go to the draft. Wow. Wow. Arch is in his second year, and we went 6-11. I think. Oh, I didn't realize my cat was right there. We have the 9th pick in the draft, and we also have the 31st. So let's take a look at what we have here. We don't need a quarterback. We do not need a quarterback. Let's take a look at what our offense could, what our team could literally benefit from. I think that's a fair assessment to say the least. So quarterback, Archie Manning's here. Gardner Minshew's backing him up. Archie Manning, I think his second year will be way better than his first. Running backs are sets. Fullback, we have Lupke, who's gonna take over there, be our starter there. We can honestly draft a wide receiver. I don't think that would be a bad idea. Offensive line, Andrew Thomas and Jalen Moore is here. John Runyon's going to be running it down here. Centers are good. Right guard is good. Right tackle, we're going to need a bit of a better season from our boy, but I think he'll be okay there. Left end, we have Aiden freaking Hutchinson now, which is insane. Insane draft pick, or signing, honestly. And we can honestly benefit from drafting a right end. We have 4 D tackles. Left outside linebacker, we have 2 solid guys here. Inside linebacker, we could definitely get some help there for sure. Right outside, we have Brian Burns. Cornerbacks, Travis Hunter hasn't really upgraded much. That's kind of a bummer. Hopefully that's not the case in real life. But yeah, I think we could benefit from getting a right end. Ash Galoit really hasn't done much for us, and which is kind of disappointing. It's kind of disappointing, but let's see what right end is available, see if it will benefit our team. Round 2 to 3 projections for these guys. Left end, round 1 to 2. Power rushers, okay, so maybe, but D tackle, we got a couple of Trey McNeil. He looks pretty solid, honestly. Yeah, he looks very solid. Run stopper, B block shed, B power move, C finesse move, A tackle. Drafting him number 9, I don't know about that, but inside linebacker we also need as well, but I think I'm going to move back because I just don't think it makes sense for us. So we're gonna move back, see if we could get a steal of a first-round pick from next year, perhaps. Okay, so Commanders are willing to give that up. Commanders are the only one willing, it seems. Yeah, Commanders are the only ones willing to give up a first-round pick, so we'll do that. Move back a couple picks. That will help us out. All right, so at this position we're in now with pick 24, I think we're kind of in more doable space here. So I think with the left end situation, we could go with getting Edward Albert, you know, because it's good to have depth, and I think he's a steal here. What? C block shed, D finesse move, A prime move, B tackling. Then we could work with him. And he's ranked number 7 in true value, drafting him at number 24. So he's got to steal at that DN position. And then we got to get an inside linebacker. It's just going to be Divine Diablo holding it down. So hopefully we can draft a gem. That'll help out, again, help us out tremendously. Inside linebacker, Chris Gordon, B awareness, A play rec, A to C tackling, A hit power, B block shot, A to C power move, B to D finesse move, B pursuit, C to have man coverage, D zone coverage. The D zone coverage is a bit tricky, but there's also this kid here, Jameson Cook. He has C zone coverage, B man coverage, A block shot. He looks way better, honestly. Zone coverage being he's kind of slow though, 4.61. He's a bit slow. But compared to Chris Gordon, though, they're both slow. They're literally both slow. So honestly, we'll go with Jamison Cook. His stats look better. So ranked number 26, you dropped him to number 31. Amazing, amazing. I'll let simulation handle the rest of the draft. So Albert was a 76, Cook was a 75. That's great. We got a 74 receiver. Oh man, yo, we do great. Giants draft great. They draft great, and this has to be the season. This has to be the season. I don't care what anybody says. Giants are going to make the playoffs. Archie Manning is going to be the reason. 88 overall defense. That alone, just Aiden Hutchinson, that big-time free agency signing, better be the reason why. Archie Manning in your second year, you better turn up for me, boy. Like, for real. We got Tyrone Tracy. We got guys here that are going to hopefully just take it up a notch. Receivers, we drafted a new kid, and then Rashard Edison, who's 6'5" and 95 speed. Like, come on, bro. You better be the chosen one. Like, let's be serious. Tight ends, still the same. Offensive line, I like that we drafted a guard. We drafted a left guard, I believe. So he's going to be, his name is D. Richards, so he'll be the backup guard. That's great. We have backups all over. That helped us out tremendously. And Josh Connolly's now at 80, so great second round pick that we had. Then we got Aiden Hutchinson and Edward Albert. Honestly, I think I'm gonna start Edward Albert. I'm gonna start Edward Albert over Ashton Galois, to be honest, because they gotta do something. These guys gotta play. These guys gotta play and actually like be a game changer. So linebacker situation, I like the new guy we got. I think we're gonna definitely end up putting him in that starter position, just to have Divine Diablo back him up. Kobe King will be there. Borden will be here. I think that makes sense, just to get that, just for them to get that burn, that play time, you know. Corner, we got some solid corners here, and secondary will be just fine. So, yo, I got high hopes for them right now. I really do. I really do. So hopefully they can do that, just that. We ended up winning the first game 18-17. I love it. We didn't win any preseason games last year, so maybe this is a time for a change. Offense, Archie Manning had a 39 pass rating, 1 for 5. That's not good. Gardner Minshew, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Okay. Got sacked twice. All right. Let's come on now. Rashard Edison, really good. Josh Connolly, you gave up 2 sacks. All right, boys. We can't be giving up all these sacks. We literally can't. Literally can't be doing that. Kayvon had a sack. Dexter Lawrence had a sack. Diablo had a sack. Okay, but our guys had sacks. Deontay Banks had a pick as well, too. But we got to play better than that. We have a game against the Colts here, preseason game, and we end up winning 28-24. I want to see how that game went. Looking like we're kind of getting a grip on things. Let's see, Archie Manning, 111 pass rating, 136 yards, 9 for 12, 75 completion percentage. Dylan Gabriel was actually on the Colts. Gardner Minshew played well too. Okay, 12 carries, 20 yards, 2 touchdowns for Tyrone Tracy. All right, bro. If you cannot have a good like run, bro, I'm gonna have to just move on from you, because what is that? What is that? Kayvon Thibodeau had a pick. Okay. All right, so we're 2-0 in preseason, so we got one more game. Let's see if we could end off on a bang. We're facing the Bills. Then week 1 is against the Falcons. This should be great. This should be great to see how we do here. We ended up winning 28-14. So in a battle against them, they ended up winning. Went 3-0, which is honestly amazing. Archie Manning, 3 touchdowns, 16 for 25. Josh Allen threw a pick and got sacked twice, and our boy did not get sacked once. It looks like Tyrone Tracy did not play for some reason. Jalen Hyatt, bro, 4 catches, 100 yards, 1 touchdown. Any sacks given up from our boys. Only Jalen Moore, our backup tackle. Ashton Galois had a sack. Brian Burns had a sack. And Sexy Dexy had a sack. And Drew Phillips had a pick. Okay, so great preseason for our boys. Archie Manning finally is getting into that second year, playing well. We're going to practice squad these boys. Corey Culliver, practice squad. Rashad Cousins, practice squad. J.C. Davis will practice squad him. Dom Reese. We got a lot of young boys here. We're just here for the practice squad. Logan Jones, we don't need you. We don't need 2 centers. Devin, you're actually going to get cut. You were on the team for multiple years, but now you finally get moved on from. Hate to see it, but that's what we got. Charges to the game. Charges to the game. Joey Hobart, practice squad. Chris Dixon, practice squad. Kevin Thurman, how are you still captain? Oh, we're just going to practice squad you because that literally does not make any sense. Why do we have 5 right outside linebackers? Will Carroll, running back. D. Williams, practice squad. All right, cool. So we got a lot of young guys for depth, but we'll leave it at that. So we have $15 million in cap room available. We have a week 1 matchup against the Falcons. That should be a good one. I'm saying we going to take a dub. Hopefully Aiden Hutchinson turns up and does something for us because I haven't seen him do anything. So let's see if he can do something. And of course we lose 24-7. We have such a great preseason just to lose 24-7. All right, why did we lose that poorly? Archie Manning throws a pick. Nice. Nice. So I guess their defense was just like that. Tyrone Tracy, you need to do more, bro. I'm sorry. You have to do more. Like, there's just no way. Emeka Egbuka went off. Theo Johnson was our lead receiver. Okay, so we were getting to the quarterback. Our center was the only one that gave up a sack. So Aiden Hutchinson, forgot. You're a beast. And Brian Burns, crazy tandem. Travis Hunter got a pick. So not a bad start to the season, but come on. Like, come on. We need more. We need more. Running back, we're going to move on from that too. We ended up losing 37-31 to the Buccaneers. Seems like it was a great game. I want to see why that's the case with that loss. Losing by just 6 points. Archie had 1 touchdown, did not get picked off. 57 completion percentage. Baker threw 4 touchdowns and got sacked 4 times. We changed our running backs, and now all of a sudden, 16 carries, 126 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's exactly why you got benched for. That's exactly why Tyrone Tracy got benched. Look at that game-changing play. And Jalen High, 7 catches, 102 yards, 1 touchdown. Amazing. Defense, Divine Diablo had a sack. Brian Burns had a sack. Aiden Hutchinson had a sack. Dexter Lawrence had a sack. And so our boys are literally playing well. Playing well. Andrew Thomas is the only one that gave up a sack, but other than that, we're right there. We're right there. We're going to keep starting Baxter. He's obviously a game changer. And we got the Raiders here who are 1-1. I'm hoping we can come away with a dub here. Do not want to start the season 0-3. We end up taking a dub 21-15. And with that being said, with 21-15 dub, Archie Manning, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Shador got sacked 8 times. Oh my gosh. 8 times. CJ Baxter, 12 carries, 36 yards. So the rush defense was very present. Christian Watson's on the Raiders as well, too. Malik Neighbors had a great game. So did Jalen Hyatt. So did Wandale. So Colton Miller gave 4 sacks. Ronnie Stanley gave up 3. We gave him no sacks that game. I got to see who turned up. Brian Burns with 3 sacks. Aiden Hutchinson with 4. And Dexter Lawrence with 1. That defensive front is going crazy, bro. Going crazy. What a dub. What a dub. Defensive players making plays. We got the Jets who are 2-1. We could definitely, like, use a win here. We end up winning 27-17. Oh my God, am I sensing a change here? Am I sensing a change? This is looking like we might have done something. 2 touchdowns from Archie Manning. Jackson Dart's the starting quarterback. He had 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, and got sacked twice. Archie got sacked 3 times. Tyrone Tracy had 11 carries, 43 yards. CJ Baxter had 9 carries, 30. Breece Hall had 18 carries. We kind of shut that down. Malik Neighbors had 9 catches, not bad. Sean Ryan gave up 2 sacks, and Connolly gave up 1, but not back compared to last week. Adepoju Adebawar had 3 sacks. Aiden Hutchinson had a sack, and so did Brian Burns. Those 2 are just getting after it. And Ronnie Hickman and Divine Diablo both had picks. So we'll take that dub. We'll take that dub. Even if Arch threw a pick, that's fine. As long as we're winning. You know what I'm saying? And let me make sure Baxter's a starting running back because I'm not playing with them. I'm not playing. All right, Baxter's still the starter, so I don't know why our offense played it like that, but we'll take it nonetheless. We got the Cowboys who are 2-2, then the Eagles. Big time games here against the Cowboys. Let's see what happens here. This is a scary matchup, but win or lose, I think we're going to play well. We have the defensive line to show for it. And we end up losing just by 4. Just by 4. We're 2-3 and we're facing the Eagles next. Losing just by 4 is a tough one. Definitely a tough one, but it means we're battling, though. It definitely means we're battling. Duncan Kirkpatrick had 4 touchdowns, 1 pick, got sacked 3 times, and Archie had 4 touchdowns, but he threw for over 400 yards. C.J. Baxter had 17 carries, 66 yards. We limited their rush attack, which is great. Jalen Tolbert killed us, man. 6 catches, 160 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Rashard Edison came in, had 5 catches, 108 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So we might have had an injury or something because that boy went off. Connerly gave up a sack, but defense is probably Aiden Hutchinson yet again with 2 sacks. Dexter Lawrence with a sack, and Deontay Banks with a pick. So let's see what happened with Wan'Dale Robinson. How long he's going to be out for. We're looking good though. We're looking good. There's lots of promise here. Let's take a look at the injury report. Injury report says Theo Johnson ACL sprain. So did Rashard Edison kind of earned his way through practice onto the start because he played really well right there. No, he's still wide receiver 4. So interesting. All right, we'll keep it going from there. We're not going to change anything up. But we've got the Eagles who are 3-2. We could really use a win right here against them. Archie Manning could really benefit from beating a high-tier team like that who's won a Super Bowl. Oh, just to lose by 3, bro. Oh, heartbreak again, dude. Another heartbreaking loss in the division. Wow. So, Archie Manning, 344 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Got sacked 4 times. Jalen Hurts got sacked 2 times, 1 touchdown, 1 pick as well. Over 300 for both guys. 3 touchdowns for C.J. Baxter, 14 carries, 56 yards. And Saquon Barkley also had 3 touchdowns. But, wow. A lot of rushing touchdowns given to these guys. Edison, again, turning up, bro. Turning up. 5 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown. Andrew Thomas gave up 2 sacks. Monheim and Sean Ryan gave up sacks as well, too. Jalen Carter had 2 sacks. Nolan Smith had a sack. Dexter Lawrence had a sack. Aiden Hutchinson had a half sack along with Diablo. Diablo's been pretty active, so that's something to keep in mind. So we're 2-4 at this point of the season. I don't think I'm going to make any changes. We're just losing heartbreaking games. And at this point, I'm going to sim to the playoffs and hope that we can have a good record. Or honestly, going week by week has been nice. Going week by week has been pretty nice. So we're gonna do it just like that. And we're gonna lose to the Saints, 33-21. All right, Madden. Come on. The trajectory we were on was not 3 L's in a row. It really wasn't. Archie, who played better. Okay, right. Maybe they shut down the run defense, but to lose like that, and again, Rashard Edison is turning up, bro. All right, you want to be starter? Fine, go for it. like what? Dexter Lawrence. Okay, no picks, bro. How do we lose 21-33? Madden, stop being like that. If we lose to the 3-4 Dolphins, who I feel like we have a better team than, obviously there's an agenda because there's no freaking way. Archie's literally upgrading well, like. Edison is playing out of his mind. Offensive line is doing really well, honestly, for the most part. These guys aren't giving up a crazy amount of sacks. Aiden Hutchinson is Aiden Hutchinson. Like D-line is doing great. We got some game wreckers. And honestly, Diablo's playing well, too. Like, I might as well just start Diablo over Jamison Cook for now because he's playing out of his mind. Travis, the cornerbacks are doing well. Like, I don't understand how that could be happening. I really don't understand that. So, hopefully that's not the case. We got the 3-4 Dolphins. Hopefully we catch a dub to go 3-5. We got a big-time matchup against the Bills. We ended up winning 44-24. Finally, we get a meaningful win because this losing streak we're on was making no sense, dude. But 44-24 win. Archie threw 4 touchdowns. Tua threw 3. Big time matchup, 147 passer rating for Tua, but he got sacked 8 times. Archie got sacked once. C.J. Baxter, 17 carries, 93 yards, 2 touchdowns. So I'm glad I started him again. That's just great. Tez Johnson, 10 catches, 182 yards, and 2 touchdowns. All right, bro. Edison, though, 5 catches, 68 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He's just the guy, apparently. He just came onto the team and just let us know that, yeah, he's here. So that's awesome. Dexter Lawrence had 4 sacks. Brian Burns at 2, Aiden Hutchinson at 2. We have probably the best D-line in the game. We have the best defensive line. We have the best front 7. So, we got the 5-3 Bills. Probably going to lose this. I mean, we beat them in preseason, but they're pretty good. Oh, we ended up winning. See, this is what's not making sense. How is this happening now? You feel me? 21-15. Let's see. Arch, 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen had 1. Josh Allen got sacked 4 times, whereas Archie Manning got sacked 3 times. Archie Manning was the leading rusher. He also had a rushing touchdown. We'll take it. Wan'Dale Robinson makes himself... he appears is what I meant to say. Makes himself a present. Aiden Hutchinson had a sack, D-Law had a sack, Brian Burns had a sack, and McCree also had a sack. Greg Rousseau had 2.5 sacks, so Greg Rousseau is also a freaking beast himself. So, but we ended up taking a dub, and that puts us at 4-5 facing the 4-4 Vikings, who have J.J. McCarthy. He's been turning up. I saw him on the passing yards leader, so should be a good one. They're 4-4. We might lose this game, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's see if our defense can get them. Oh, we do. We're 5-5 now. Vikings, we beat them 30-24. This is honestly really good. This has been really exciting. We went from a 3-game losing streak to a 3-game win streak. So, Archie Manning, 2 touchdowns, only got sacked once, 78 completion percentage. JJ played really well, too. He got sacked twice. Baxter did okay. Archie Manning also had a rushing touchdown on top of it. Wanda Robinson went off. Love to see it. I love how all the receivers are just getting playing time. They're all just doing something. Aiden Hutchinson, again, another sack. Diablo with another sack. Like, we're not getting interceptions, but we are getting some sacks. So, we're now 5-5. Facing the Commanders. It should be a dub here, but we could end up probably losing just because of how Madden simulation is. Like I said, I called it. We'll lose to them because of Madden simulation, but we'll 21-13 loss. Arch threw a pick, got sacked 4 times. Didn't even play bad. Byron Robinson had 2 touchdowns. Malik Neighbors went off. Andrew Thomas gave up 2 sacks. We're giving up some sacks. We have been. Brian Burns had 1.5 sacks. Aiden Hutchinson had a half sack. Quan Martin had a pick. All right, so unfortunate. We're 5-6 now, and we're facing the Seahawks. I think we're 4-6, and then we have a bye. We have a late bye, so this will help out if we have any injuries. Facing the 4-6 Seahawks, we end up losing 16-10. All right, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Madden, come on, bro. 16-10. What happened? Jalen Milroe got sacked 4 times. Archie Manning threw 2 picks. Great. Amazing grace. Juice Scruggs. I mean, the defense is there making plays. Another half-sack performance for these guys. 1.5 for Dexter Lawrence. 1 for Jerome McCree. We had the secondary getting us, man. 5-7. Is it possible for us to even make playoffs? We have a bye. We face the Panthers and Patriots, who I don't think are too good. Playoffs, we got Cowboys in our division, but we'd have to fight against the Lions, Buccaneers, and Cardinals. So we would have to win out to even maybe have a chance. Just to maybe have a chance. Bro, this is tough. Because I think we have to play the Eagles again at some point. But we're facing the 3-9 Panthers. This should be an easy game to win. So let's check it. You know what? I'm gonna have faith. 3-9 or 5-6. Please catch a dub. We lose by 2, bro. Madden, come on, yo. Come on, bro. Come on. 3-game losing streak. Are you serious? You throw a pick, higher completion percentage. What happened? Why are we garbage now? What happened? Gave up 1 sack to Brian Burns. J.C. Horn had a pick. Nah, we have to check out these games now, individually, 1 by 1, because Madden's just on some nonsense right now. All right, so we ended up winning this game 20-7. Archie Manning had 2 touchdowns. Cool. Son Drake May. Cool. CJ Baxter, 15 carries. The rushing attacks got to be better, but Malik Neighbors will take it, doing your thing. And defense, 3.5 sacks from Aiden Hutchinson, 1 sack from Dexter Lawrence. Ashton Gillot had a sack too. So Damone Clark had a pick as well. So on to the next game, because we got to make this playoff push. All right, so we end up winning this game 31-28 against the Commanders. 3 touchdowns from our boy Archie Manning, 143 passer rating, 2 picks from Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels, the lead rusher, apparently. All that's cool and all. Like, that's fine with me. But I like to see our defensive players just go off, and they did. And Damone Clark actually got another interception, and so did Ronnie Hickman. So on to the next game. We're now 7-8. So we're facing the 9-6 Eagles, who have 91s all across the board, and they're currently the 3 seed, and Cowboys are the 6 seed. So we have to win out against both these teams to even have a chance, which is honestly pretty capable. We're pretty capable in doing so, and so let's head onto the field and hopefully win. I think we even got a safety. We're up 30-0 heading into the 4th. What is going on? All right, well, we just gave up a touchdown. 3rd down alert. I feel like we have this in the bag. They could keep scoring. They could be down by 15. And we end up winning 30-15. Wow, we were up 30-0 by the time I hit the fourth quarter. What? Why is Gardner Minshew in? Archie Manning got hurt? No way. No way, bro. No way Archie Manning got hurt. This is not good. This is not good. No way our season is going to go like this. There's no way. Tyler Nubin and Diablo got picks. Oh, boy. This is not good. Maybe he was just knocked out for the game. Maybe he was just knocked out for the game because we have this last game of the season against the Cowboys, who are also 9-7, as we need to try to make the playoffs. As we like 3-6 with Flay. We win and we're in. Win and we're in. Lose and we're out. So it doesn't seem like Archie's out. So injury report, we have nobody injured. So he was just knocked out with a little bit of a concussion probably. We're going to take a look at stats after too. Let's head into this game. We're at Dallas, so we got to make something happen. All right, so, oh shoot, I did not mean to play it. But we're up 17-0 in the third. We'll do a 3rd and 2. Just going to let simulations keep doing its thing. It looks like our defense is holding it down. We're about to be up 24-zip, which we are. It looks like we're going to sneak our way into the playoffs after going on a win streak, as I would hope. We went 24-0, or we won 24-0. Archie Manning threw 3 touchdowns. Duncan Kirkpatrick kind of got limited. CJ Baxter had 12 carries for 61 yards. And yeah, I mean, shoot, we're on to the playoffs. We definitely are on to the playoffs. Travis led the team in tackles, apparently solo tackles. So let's see the playoff matchup and look at the final statistics of the season. Oh, so I guess it looks like because we beat the Cowboys, we're not going to make the playoffs. We don't make the playoffs. We won out just to not make it. That is heartbreaking. I saw that. Remember, I showed y'all Eagles and Cowboys were there. That's crazy, yo. That's disrespectful. Giants should be in the playoffs. Offense finished 26. Our offense was that bad. I thought Archie was playing great. Defense was 3rd. Arch had 35 touchdowns, 7 picks. I don't understand how we played bad. Almost 4K yards. CJ Baxter 11 touchdowns, 837 yards. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. Malik Neighbors at 8 touchdowns, 979 yards. Jalen Hyatt kind of took a regress role because Rashard Edison turned up. But wow. Look at how they did us, boys. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. We had 3 guys with over 10 sacks. Aiden Hutchinson with 21. Dexter Lawrence with 14.5. Brian Burns with 12. KT had half a sack. That's how limited it was. We have too many pass rushers now on the team. This is crazy. Good amount of interceptions. They basically stunned us, bro. They basically stunned us and told us, yeah, y'all are good, but safety on that. So we should be in the playoffs right now. We should definitely be in the playoffs. And I'll show you guys real quick who made the Pro Bowl, because this is absurd. I mean, having a win streak, all that. Yeah, we eliminated the Cowboys, but we should have been able to make it too. We beat the Eagles as well. So losing that game to like the Saints, Commanders, those games did not help us out. Because now in the Super Bowl, it's going to be what? Bengals, Falcons? Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Pro Bowlers in the NFC. Arch didn't make it. Receivers, none of our guys made it. Tight ends, no. Offensive line, no one. D-line, obviously Aiden Hutchinson. Obviously Dexter Lawrence. Diablo should have made it. He doesn't. Brian Burns makes it. That's great. So obviously those guys were insane this year. Tyrone Tracy made it as a kick returner. But wow. I'm shocked at how they treated us. We should have done better. But Archie Manning's the future. And let's see in these next 2 years if it plays out like that in real life for the Giants. They're probably going to go with QB. But this was an interesting way to see if they didn't go with QB with this upcoming class. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And remember, you got to be free and succeed. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.